Hello, survivors! Welcome back to Game Insider. Today we'll be taking a trip to the far reaches of the zombie apocalypse to discover the top 5 best zombie games ever. And all in about 5 minutes, full of action and tension. So get your makeshift weapons ready, reload ammo, and, above all, stay alert. The undead lurk around every corner. Let's get started. In the number 5 spot, it takes us back to 2006 with Capcom's Dead Rising. This title was born as a risky experiment on the newly released Xbox 360, and what we saw was a veritable feast of zombies and black humor. Its 72-hour time limit, in-game time, forces you to make timed decisions. Will you risk a raid on the mall overflowing with the undead or save more survivors for rewards? The crafting system, which combines items as crazy as a skateboard with a cervical immobilizer, lets you create everything from chainsaws with neon lights to homemade flamethrowers. With an average score of 78 on Metacritic and over 1.2 million copies sold in its first year, Dead Rising not only redefined the horror sandbox, but also inspired spin-offs, movies, and a legacy of memes that survive to this day. In 4th place, we travel to 2015 with Techland's Dying Light. This ingenious hybrid between shooter and parkour in a post-apocalyptic open world marked a before and after. By day, you explore infested neighborhoods, rescue survivors, and search for resources. At night, the environment changes radically. The volatiles, ultraviolent infected, recompose themselves under the moonlight and pursue you mercilessly. Its free movement system, with sliding, wall jumping, and grabbing on ledges, feels so natural that it becomes almost poetic, until you're chased by 10 volatiles at once. 4-player co-op, dynamic events like sandstorms or surprise waves, and a solid skill tree earned it an 86 on Metacritic and more than 17 million copies sold by 2024. In addition, its expansions Parkour Horror and the Following brought us new weapons and a rural buggy with which to raise swarms of zombies. In 3rd place, Left 4 Dead 2, 2009, by Valve. If you're looking for a pure cooperative shooter, here it is. For survivors, infinite hordes, and the unpredictable AI director, which adapts the difficulty, music, and appearance locations to the player's pulse. Who hasn't jumped when hearing the roar of a tank or seeing a witch crying in the middle of the darkness? The game includes special infected such as Hunter, Smoker, or Charger, each with a tactical role. The Hunter jumps from above, the Smoker traps your partner with its sticky tongue, and the tank is a colossus that will chase you, crushing everything in its path. With an 89 on Metacritic, more than 3 million copies sold, and a mod community that even today creates maps, campaigns, and game modes, Left 4 Dead 2 remains the benchmark for zombie co-op. We climb to 2nd place with a true classic. Resident Evil 4, 2005, developed for GameCube after the success of RE2 and RE3, it shocked the world by abandoning the fixed camera to launch the over-the-shoulder perspective, now standard in every survival horror and TPS. You play as Agent Leon S. Kennedy, sent to a remote village in Europe to rescue the president's daughter. There you will discover the Cattle, a cult of infected humans capable of planning ambushes and using attack tools. The perfect balance between action, puzzles, and exploration is intertwined with a fast-paced rhythm. Moments of calm, and then hordes of villagers smashing you with sickles. With a 96 on Metacritic, over 6.8 million copies sold, and countless ports, from PS2 to modern consoles, Resident Evil 4 has set the standard for survival shooters with its mix of tension, gothic atmosphere, and unforgettable villains like Sadler. Before crowning the list, an honorable mention to Call of Duty, Black Ops Zombies, 2008, by Treyarch. What started as a bonus after passing the campaign turned into a revolution. Mythical maps like Cherno Numa or Kino der Toten, impossible Easter eggs, and mechanics so addictive that they created a subculture of their own. Are you familiar with Pack-a-Punch? Finding your claymores electrified in a mysterious box? Millions of players joined communities, forums, and servers dedicated solely to deciphering every secret and surviving wave after wave. And at the top of the podium, Naughty Dog's The Last of Us, 2013, an emotional journey set in the United States devastated by a cordyceps fungus that turns people into rabid creatures. Joel, a hardened smuggler, is tasked with escorting Ellie, a girl immune to the fungus, to a possible refuge for humanity. The chemistry between the two characters, the cinematic storytelling, and a combat system that combines stealth, martial arts, and weapon improvisation, from the simple switchblade to the homemade Molotov cocktail, make each encounter a survival puzzle. With a 95 on Metacritic, GOTY 2013, More than 20 million copies sold and a successful remaster and remake for PS4 and PS5, The Last of Us redefined what a video game can tell. A story of hope, loss, and sacrifice so profound that it still resonates in our hearts. These are the 5 best zombie games in history, with an honorable mention that could not be missed. Do you agree with the ranking, or do you think we have left out a must-have? Leave it in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell so you don't miss any horror, survival, and horror content. Until next time, and remember, keep your flashlight charged and never let your guard down.